So it's been a while since my last update on this channel, and there have been a lot of developments. I got a text message from my uncle not so long ago saying, "Your early birthday present is on the way." Then a text message later saying it was coming, then another text message saying that it had arrived. I had no idea what he was talking about. I got to my door, there was a big box, it weighed about, 30 pounds. And I brought it upstairs. No note, no manual, no explanation. But I pulled it out and I could identify it as an espresso machine. So I immediately set it up, cleaned it out, ground the finest that I could on my grinder, and here's me pulling a shot out of it. This thing originally came with a 52 millimeter tamp, but it's obviously too small. So I ordered the proper, which is a 58 millimeter tamp. So here's the result, kind of a weak, watery coffee soup. I was not happy with the results. Now the thing is, this grinder is known for not being able to grind fine enough for espresso, so I'm not too surprised. Shot pulled too fast, the extraction was too weak. However, there is a modification to change the grinder to be able to grind more finely. I'll show you how it works. So maybe you recall from my video about do you really need that fancy burr grinder, that the way this thing adjusts the settings is by sliding the fineness selector here. This raises and lowers the upper burr. So this changes the spacing between the upper burr and the conical lower burr. So it has been stated on the internet that one solution is just to take the lower burr out, and where there's one washer underneath it, to replace it with two washers. So I got a bag of washers here, and the idea is this will cause the lower burr to sit, a half millimeter higher, and the spacing between the burrs will be that much finer. I ran this idea by my engineering buddy, and he says, yes, but you want there to be some space. You don't want them grinding each other. So I guess that's the idea behind a single washer, so we'll give it a try. Now there was one hopeful solution on the internet that said you did not need to take this thing apart, you could just take the gear off from the top. I tried mightily here, all I wound up doing was turning the motor, so I actually had to take the thing apart. Spare you the details here. I took about 4 hours on a Saturday taking this thing apart and putting it back together and taking it apart, and I lost a lock washer, so I had to go off to Home Depot to get another lock washer. And in the end, the gears actually were too close in the finest setting, so I lost about half my range. So really, this wasn't a tenable solution. So I took the thing apart yet again, set it back to how it was, and tightened the lock washer down to what it was, and it worked as well as it did before. In the end, I got so frustrated, I realized this was not the solution, and I went online and just ordered myself a fancy proper grinder that can grind espresso. The lesson learned is you can't really screw around with the details by sticking a washer in there. This is a very, very high precision endeavor if you're going to try to make espresso for yourself. So I didn't succeed on modding this grinder. But in the meantime, I captured a lot of footage of me sighing and exhaling and exasperatingly grunting and talking to myself. So I present to you a montage of the various sounds that I have made as I frustratingly attempt to mod my grinder and fail. Enjoy. Oh, interesting. Nope. I guess this was All this goddamn in the way. No! Nope. Oh. You guys only go back in exactly one position. Jesus Christ. So, thanks for watching, and remember to stay coffee snobby. Jesus Christ.